Hi, energy. Time to pull from alignment and see what's all going on within the energy and alignment. Um, Not too much I want to highlight on at the moment. Just want to see what's going on, bring some clarity to any blind spots on our wonderful Thursday. What is the date today? The day the 15th? I think the day the 15th. Yes, the 15th. Self halfway. Yeah, Eternal probably want to speak today. These little flowers drive me so crazy. I love my new bedazzle style. Feeling real fancy and elegant, Barbie style. I feel like I'm in a behavior I used to be in when I was younger. I used to call myself eye candy and little ginger to Barbie, and I feel like I'm Barbie. It's a lovely feeling, honestly. Definitely heading into spring, and then we'll be in spring, headed into summertime. Just a nice vibe, honestly. So hopefully you enjoy it too. It's just the little flyaways sometimes drive me crazy. Be like little strands that be doing their own little thug dizzle, but that's probably an important message. Doing your own thing is definitely an energy for sure. I feel it within me saying it. So I'll put some reflective energy going on. I'm almost actually done reading out the my first ebook that I've gotten, um, Seasonal Awareness and Well-Being. It was so good. It's so good. I'm in the December aspect now. It's just intriguing for a person like me who say I normally season hop and timeline hop a lot. That book helps me understand myself a lot, honestly, and why sometimes you can go into a store and they be having stuff out in events. It's like it's already happening before we know it's happening, if that makes sense. But yourself will naturally display. That's the intriguing part. Oh, that's so intriguing. It seemed the same to me. Because even in different seasons that I was reading, it went by month aspect too, which I use that aspect in different forms too. But it spoke on seasons, it's seasonal awareness and well being. But in different months, other than where we're at now, was resonating within the energy within that moment. It was intriguing to me, honestly. But it did help me in some aspects of learning things that I should be taking to help me complement my environment so I don't get all sick and stuff. Because I did have stuff to highlight on. Seasonal awareness and well being. Doing your own thing. And there's certain supplements you should be taking right now. It's important. Goes with the harvest time. It's a harvest energy, which is intriguing. I found myself in yesterday. Yesterday was a real focus on self energy. Do not get distracted. And it's funny because a lot of distractions they were trying. It's intriguing just because I noticed it on the bus before it even started like reflecting on me in the form of I'm on the steps sitting. It's a little kind of intriguing. My legs started to hurt. It was laid on the concrete, but the whole aspect is to get the message out, so it's worth it. But just had to adjust really quick. But it was a guy on the bus, and he kept biting himself. Like he'd bite his hand, and then he'd look to see who looking, and it was somebody he had an attention on, but he wasn't paying him no attention, and he kept doing it. He kept going like he wasn't making the noise, but he kept like going like it to his hand and looking up to see if he would look to see if he was doing it. These are getting irritated because he wasn't paying him no attention. It was the most intriguing thing. Like, what do you want him to say? It was so weird. It's one of those type of distractions. But that's just the way I noticed. I seen him do that before. This guy, he just started biting like the palm of his hand. It was intriguing to me. But the aspect that don't get distracted, somebody's trying to get your attention for sure. But it's not in a beneficial way. It's not to get distracted. It's intriguing. It's that drive of the energy. Live was yesterday was great. Also, I sent out a message yesterday because this is how I felt, honestly, personally. It comes off like a selfish energy, but it's not selfish to put yourself first, to prioritizing yourself. That's the intriguing part, and that's what I did. Somebody was talking to me, And I didn't want to respond back. Like I heard him, but I'm arranging and navigating my own emotions right now. I'm not intaking nobody else's energy right now. So it came off like I probably was rude, but it's like I'm putting myself first. I don't have to say, give me a minute. I'm thinking. I'm not entitled to have to do that. You know, that's a energy that I feel like a lot of people deal with, feeling forced to have to do something when you don't. Which it was intriguing because I sent out the message as to don't feel bad for prioritizing in yourself a peace of mind. Because after a while, I sat there after I, process my emotions. Like I live in a shelter, okay? That's the main thing. Like I'm always this type of way, but literally when you are stuck and confined with a bunch of people, sometimes you really need to go out and breathe and process your emotions. And that was one of those type of aspects. Like, oh my God, I've been confined. I need to think, process. Other energies just want to come in. It's like, no, back up. No, 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 no. But as I was saying, I feel like a lot of people was dealing with that type of energy. And somebody else ran into me yesterday that I was talking to. And she said the same exact thing, except she said it was spirit telling her to focus more on her health. Stop putting other people first, because she's a people person. Like she makes sure everybody else is good to go other than herself. And spirit was telling her, focus on your health. Put you first. It was intriguing. I was like, oh my God, I just sent out the same type of message today. That was the intriguing part. And I did it in a Buddha form, as into making time for yourself. That's funny. That's funny. So that's an intriguing energy, just because, like, where did that source of energy come from? Which I actually said that. That's so funny. I feel like puzzle pieces are coming together now that I'm saying it. That's it. It felt like deja vu energy. It reminded me of the guy from X-Men who put that thing on his head, and then he sent out messages to multiple people. Like we saying the same exact thing, but the source seemed different. Other than I actually didn't get it from a source. It's literally how I felt, and I shared it because I felt like other people were dealing with this energy, and it's like, why am I feeling bad for wanting time for myself to evaluate my own emotions? I don't have to put my own emotions to the side to listen to what the hell they gotta say. People like doing mental drive-bys, and I was talking about it within the people I was talking to about this. I always have great experiences on the bus. This is a bus experience. And we just was talking, and all our stories was resonating. It's like being at a crossway, and everybody meet at the intersection. It was one of those type of emotions. It was intriguing. And it's funny because the first person I had met and I was talking to, I told her actually, like, you need clarity and endurance. And then I actually was the one who got clarity. That was the intriguing part. I don't know if I gave her the clarity, she just was the unaware of it. Maybe later on she'll be like, oh, it made sense what you said, but this is so intriguing. And this is so beautiful, honestly. I'm thinking of how to explain that when you tell somebody else something, and then it comes right back to you. But it reminds me, as I just said, it's like a crossway on a journey, and y'all all meet up at the same time. And I got my message so quickly. My clarity came so quickly to confirm how I felt this morning. Because somebody else was on the journey, got the same exact message. It was intriguing. There's something else I want to say. I can't really remember what it was at the moment. That goes in the same category of, what the heck am I just saying? What was I just saying? I got my headphones on too. They're not even on, they're just on my head. But it's still okay. I meant to cut the headphones on, but it's okay. It's not so loud out here, still early, not that many people out and about. It's a hot day today. Luckily I found a nice little area where there's a lot of trees, so whew, it's lovely. But I feel like I'm hopping right now for sure. Just like I said, I timeline hop sometimes. I feel like my emotions are doing that, which probably means I'm hitting different frequencies and things. I feel like I got scattered mind, even though it's gonna fit together in a puzzle form. I have that tendency to doing that sometimes. So I'm ready to talk about the weather, and how I plan on the heat. I know it's gonna be a hot, hot summer. I know it's gonna be hot. Like I'm already ready to come out my polo. Like I got a sports bra. I gotta start getting into a habit of like dressing like that. I like to be covered, but I gotta learn to adapt. Like I'm not a person. It's like a contradictory because if you know me, you know, oh, you like to be naked. And if you know me, you always covered up. Ma'am, show some skin. You would swear I had the worst skin in the world. I got beautiful skin. I even bedazzled it and everything. I got really gentle, soft skin, like baby skin. That's why I like to be covered up and I pick up so much energy. And on top of that, I just like to protect my skin. Like, this is the only layer I get for this lifetime. The energy is great, but I do like my skin. It's great. But on the other flip of a side, this is a lot. This is a lot. I just was wearing my real hair, and I was speaking about needing to be out in the sun like a plant, like what I'm about to say. So I'm like, intriguing. It's intriguing what Spirit is doing at the moment, honestly. It's not bad, it's just, even with me taking some of these layers off of clothes, needing just to be in the sun, maybe not my skin. I don't know, that's a hard aspect. I don't ever really do it. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I feel naked, even though I don't mind being naked. It's just, I don't know how to explain that. It's just a weird feeling. I feel like I put myself on an intriguing spot trying to explain that because, like, I got this on up under here, but I can walk around just like this on. And it's a cute look, honestly. It's weather appropriate. It's just, I don't know, maybe when it actually becomes summertime, it'll be a different emotion. Like, fuck this, I'm taking it off. Other than that, it's just like, I don't know. It's not my behavior. It just feel weird. I feel like I'm just too naked. And it's too hot. I'm too naked and it's too hot. I'm too naked and it's too hot. I give myself chuckles. What was else I was talking about other than the weather? Looking forward to the heat, honestly. The bloom. Working with the sun. I was planning on working with the sun a lot this year, honestly, this summer. I want to say throughout the whole year, but it's a different aspect when it comes to summer for sure for me. Um, 'Cause I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna always wear my wig. I don't really even sleep in it unless I'm just feeling real, just like, it is what it is. But I normally don't. I take it off because I actually do want exposure to my scalp of heat from the sun. I actually want to operate like a plant and see what happens. Honestly, 'cause it's not, as I said before, it's not that I want my hair to grow. I wouldn't mind my hair growing a couple more inches, be lovely. But it just to look healthy. I'm working on my hair looking healthy. It's important for me, just the energy that I'm working with. I just want to be comfortable within the style that I like in the way that it looks. I want to look healthy, not like, oh my God. I'm not trying to, I'm going to speak on that because that's what I was trying within that process, as to not getting my hair wet. Like, maybe I'm like a person of a desert form. Like, some people don't ever get their hair wet, you know? Um, and maybe I'm one of those type of people who don't get your hair wet, but I can't, my hair starts stinking and get the itching. I have to wash it often. I do a lot of movement outside. I just can't. I tried though. I tried. It's like, fuck it. I don't even mind having a bald head. I've shaved my hair off plenty of times. But I'm just learning and seeing what works for me, you know. That's something I actually thought about. I thought of making a video about it as into where to even start with the hair journey of healthy, or even growing it, like how often should I wash it? How often should I grease it, or keep it moisturized? It's like, it's different for everybody. So many videos that I watch, our hair textures ain't the same. We probably got different lifestyles. Like, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm just seeing what works and what don't. Maybe my hair is like, know when it comes to perspectives, maybe it is already healthy. Maybe my healthy just ain't meant to look like that next person's definition of healthy. You know, that's the intriguing part of an energy. You're craving something you probably already have. That's the intriguing part. Even though I feel like I'm still working on it, I know it could be better. I know it can be. Because I kind of want to look like a perm form, but not a perm. Because normally when I perm my hair, it gets real thin. I like it still full. I want my hair full, but to look like I got a perm, if that makes sense. I didn't drift it a lot. There's a lot of things that I want to speak about. So I guess those are some highlights, really quick. I thought you didn't have any highlights, man. I haven't been recording. I've been so busy reading my book and just trying to figure out things. Honestly, it's just really important for me to learn myself. It's so intriguing. I feel like it's an ongoing journey. Even though it's getting better, it's just class ain't never over. That's the intriguing part. Definitely when it comes to self. But literally, for a person like me, knowing my power and gifts is intriguing. It's something that every season actually taught me. You don't know your worth. You don't know what you can do, what you're capable of. Even though I feel like I do already, but it's like apparently I'm a hell of a powerful person. And I need to learn that. But if it's like some people don't like that aspect. I've realized even with simple things of I don't know if I should even say that because it don't seem the same, but it's the same to me. I know people were really surprised with me popping out the way I did today. Other than wear my hat. I love Jesus. I do love Jesus. Just talk to me, okay? I'm gonna mention Jesus probably 59 times. You're gonna be like, oh my Jesus, like why you keep mentioning? I follow that journey. I am a whole sacrifice within myself. Like what the food it is, but they don't expect that. It's almost like you in a difficult situation. Look like you in a difficult situation, even though I'm in a shelter, which makes it not a difficult situation, if that makes sense. Like, it's a perspective of the energy. I feel like I'm drifting, but it's connected to something else that I'm trying to get at. And I have to say perspective because somebody's like, that's not the same, but it is the same. Where Gemini at? Feel Gemini behavior, even though this is a balance. As I keep saying, this is the same. It's Libra, but where is Gemini? Because Gemini is giving me some perspective. Taurus is in reverse. Gemini frequencies. I am hidden frequencies. Jesus. It's a balance. It's obvious. It's Virgo energy. Hidden frequencies headed right to Gemini. Taurus is in reverse. Leo is upright. Something is really obvious. Oh, that's funny. Very intriguing. Your values is headed to the obvious. I'm in reverse. Taurus is in reverse. And it goes to Gemini, which is two perspectives, hidden frequencies. It's Virgo. Virgo's doing it. First responder is balanced. What seems to be off is right because Virgo. Only do it. Won't she do it? Won't life do it? Ha! Lovely. I love the universe. I'm like, hold on. Taurus in reverse because Virgo, first responder, first on the scene, get it together. It's balanced. I have to show you. That's so funny. It's balanced. First responder, Virgo, is backing up Taurus back there, but you're hitting different frequencies. And that's Earth back together, which even makes it balanced for the Taurus. They got that two perspectives right there. Taurus in reverse. It's obvious. It's a standout energy. Your values is headed to the obvious, which head to something that's in reverse. Something that seems like it's off, but it's really balanced. And it's solid. I gotta turn it back this way so I can see really quick. It's solid. They've got two perspectives. It's in a family form. They got households going two different doggone ways, even though it's balanced. This energy always drives me crazy. Who else is in here? Light in the dark. Ay, ay, ay. This feel like you needed a mediator or literally listen to what's being said or observe better. You know, clean your glasses or something up. I don't know. So with Cancer right here, that's back-to-back water. It's Pisces and Cancer. There's light in the dark, and there's a first responder aspect, which means eternal side is on there. That means you're hearing it, but you're missing it. You're seeing it, but you're missing it. And for a mediator, if it's two people talking and saying something, somebody on the other side is just like, y'all saying the same damn thing, or that's the same thing. It's just a little tweak of a little difference, if that makes sense. It's an intriguing energy. It's coming through the air. There go Aries energy. Creativity. It's coming through the air. This is where you have to listen or pay attention. Very intriguing energy. I'm like, why do I keep perspective? It's a lot of perspectives. Intriguing. I ain't finished talking what I was talking about. I can't even freaking remember what I was talking about. But I'm seeing what house is stepping up there. Second house, your values. That's why. Everybody values is not the same. That's an obvious aspect of separation. And this is a new energy I just learned about. I speak of this a lot. For me, this is great because I know I'm popping. I see why. It's Jupiter energy, ruling planet Jupiter. Arrogant, bold, because always accurate. Always legit. Always legit. But that energy do have me looking crazy because I already put the period before the sentence. It's like some writing backwards shit. Once again, I feel like puzzle pieces is coming together. That's funny. If you a mediator or a counselor or therapist or something like that, and you're the one observing it, and it seemed like it's different because somebody looking at the ending, that's that left to right aspect for sure. It's a period, but you didn't even read the sentence. Or maybe you need to read it backwards, like literally period, read it backwards. So one of those type of energies, that's intriguing, but it's your values, as I was saying. It could be a personal belief aspect or a community values. That drives me crazy when it's separate. Because it's like kind of fair to an extent, because it's like that's the freedom part. Everybody want that freedom part, so their values is important. Just like the different religions and beliefs and things like that. It's intriguing energy. Self, though, itself. Your values is yourself. In oneness. It's halfway. Use your senses. Communication, teaching. A balance. Your balance in reverse. And your halfway is in reverse. Your balance in reverse. Use your senses. Communication, teaching. Your balance, which is in reverse. It's feel like an energy like me. Honestly. That's intriguing with me looking at this, seeing it back to back in this form. Taurus in the reverse, I'm in reverse. Knowing I'm not with my other half. It's insurance. It's intriguing. Very intriguing. Through a portal. But so what they say is support is important. Help is important. That's what I feel like for me personally. But through a portal, there go your roots again. Are you at a crossway of a here and after energy? Which way you want to go? In the sixth house is in reverse. Which way you want to go? Or you already hitting a loop and making changes, if that makes sense. Because the 6 is in reverse. But your 8th house is in reverse too. See, that feels like that energy once again. It's a period, but you have to read it that way to realize it's the same. You can go either God doggone way. It's the same. This is affinity energy. That's intriguing. I can't wait to pull cards to get the messages because this is intriguing. This is it too. This is the energy when it comes to perspectives. Either you're going through a transition, like Saturn or something, like a planet orbiting, you hitting that loop, which means you probably going your own way, you're doing things differently, or you seeing things differently, you're feeling differently. Or you in the energy of dealing with a perspective that's the same. Maybe you ain't learned a certain lesson, that's why you think it's different. It's probably that energy. Hidden and secret, yeah. You ain't learned your lesson yet. This make me think of her again. We talked about so much stuff, and it's so relevant within the moment. That's the beautiful part. Like I don't ever communicate for no doggone reason. That's the intriguing part. And I feel like I always have to experience something before I can speak on it. I go through the lesson, and then it's like, how can I explain that? I don't know if that's lights, camera, action. Because when you learn the script, and then you see the script, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's the right way to word that. Ma'am, how many times have you been through this lesson and you don't know how to explain it? Because it always feel like deja vu. Like I just did this, or this just got said, or I just talked about it. So I don't know if that's even a learning aspect or a script. It's like it already been done, but it's repeating back again. It happened and then it repeats right back again. Maybe it's even to catch that awareness of that. And even how I said, I felt like it was a crossway yesterday of people on the same journey. And I had answers for one, and the other one, our answers was the same. She brought me the clarity that I was telling the other person about that she needed. I received it. Because we received the same type of message. Even though I didn't receive it. That's just how I felt. Honestly. She said she received it. She clearly said she received it. That's God told her. That's what she said. But I feel like it's something else I was about to say, and I kind of freaking forgot. I think it's something. Oh, timing. Kept questioning timing. This is one of the reasons why, right here, you can't question timing. You have to go through certain lessons, and if you don't, you're gonna be stuck on one's perspective. It's intriguing how people believe in unity and oneness, the law of divine oneness, things like that. But they think it's a separation. That intrigues me. But within the song I found after we talked about that, because I was so happy, like, oh my God, this reminds me of you. And it's just what I said. It's just what I said. That I heard it in the music form. It was a wake me up when I'm way older, when I'm wiser, and something like that. When I'm wiser and older. All this time, I didn't know I was going the wrong way. All this time, I didn't know I was lost. I can't remember all the words because I wasn't taking it in for me. Maybe I should too, but it's just like that questioning as to why. You weren't wise enough. You didn't learn certain lessons. You had to go through those lessons. I want to say class. You had to go to class. Like, go back and rewind. Actually, if you did go to school, some people, older people, I don't know how old she is, but some older people, like, they stopped school in like 5th grade and things like that, or they just school wasn't needed. It wasn't on the menu. They had other things to do. Real life was life in them, if that makes sense. But literally, seriously, that is seriously so. Just another perspective, another God, Jesus. Nothing wrong with it. Just another perspective once again. Rewind and think about how you had to go to school. You know, you had to go through these classes outside of what you thought was school. You're wiser. You're wiser. And probably in a more beneficial way. If the universe taught you some lessons, oh, you're wiser. For sure. I would say school too, but school they did what they did. They did what they did. I give myself chuckles. And there go the law of divine oneness at the bottom in reverse. Intriguing. Then the law of vibration is up top. Where's your mind? Where's your focus? That's been a main theme lately. That's intriguing. And then cause and effect. Then the law of correspondence. 8th house in reverse. The 6th house is up right now. The law of cause and effect and the law of correspondence. You needing to respond to something and there's a cause and effect in it. Where's the mind at? Just because I just caught the law of vibration was up top. Needing to respond to something. That's probably even how puzzle pieces come in together. You have to speak on it. I feel like this could be an awareness time, honestly. Which I did mention that when I first started. The book that I actually been reading out. Seasonal Awareness and Well-Being. Puzzle pieces come together when you speak. If you're not... I talked about this last time too. It was in a different form, but the importance of communication. If you're not communicating, definitely in a family form, it's too much confusion. That's probably why certain things seem like they're in reverse, but spirit is still getting things done. In the universe, the law of cause and effect. There's some communication that's needed. I don't know if it's going through. It's not telling me if it's going through, but it's needed, and there's a cause and effect in it. But right effort. We got right effort. The mind is on right effort. Oh boy. Right concentration is that top of that. Where would the mind be headed to? And I put that right up under the 6th house. Effort. Yeah, you're learning a lesson. You're going through a lesson. The way we got 2 greens and right speech. Your mind is headed to right speech. And they go with the first. Yeah, you need to talk to your spouse or somebody you're close to. That's funny. They came out. That's funny. First, and it's oneness. Somebody definitely got your answers, but you're not communicating with them. The puzzle piece will come together when y'all communicate. Yeah, somebody got your puzzle piece for extra sure. But your senses, you have to use your senses within the situation. Communication. Yeah. Somebody's not communicating. And if it ain't a relationship, it's not a spouse, once again, it could be job. They're not communicating. It's confusion. But you have to communicate. Even though it still seems like it's going to get done. This energy is just, it drives me crazy. Definitely just is a relationship and ain't no communication. It's just like, that's funny. If you are watching me, I hate to feel like I'm putting you on blast, but literally, I ain't saying your name, but we are history. It's just, I asked her a question, and I said, how you talk to your spouse, I think she actually said it, she told me, like, I haven't even talked to my spouse about this yet, but you was able to talk to me about it. That should have been the first person you talked it to. Like, that's your mirror. You left outside of source to go and talk to somebody else, even though I'm sure I was lovely to talk to, but it's your spouse. It's your mirror. When you step outside, that's the way I explained it to her. Honestly, that's how I personally feel and operate. I feel like my spouse is my full-length mirror. When it's just me sometimes, Other than I got my spiritual guidance who helped me. I'm half. It's like looking in a half mirror. You are missing something. And they have the answers. That's the oneness. That communication or seeing. We was talking about something. We talked about so much great stuff. Jeez Weezo. That's the intriguing part. Because she mentioned just talking once a week. And I'm just like, oh, I need every day. Even if it's one time a day. Check in. Let me look in the mirror. Like make sure everything is good to go. We can do daily bread, but we don't think we're supposed to talk every day. That's intriguing. But some people, so I used to operate I'm a military form. And military form is a intriguing behavior that I can honestly do. I have learned that about myself, but it is crazy. It's crazy. You can go months without talking to this person. You can go months without talking to this person and still have to function like you a taken person. You are called for off the market. It's just lovely when you have like a family support and friends and things like that. But if you are just like a person like me, it's like, oh, Jesus. I have no clue why I'm waiting. Other than I love you, and it's like, but I feel like in a different form, if I really was the type of person, like a military wife or something like that, I need to travel with you. I'm traveling with you. Why am I back here? No, I'm coming to wherever you at. We're moving around together. We're hoping they got family and things like that would help. But I did learn that lesson. I just feel like a military couple. They don't mind. I don't mind. It's not that I don't mind. I felt like he could not call me or talk to me. So I just got to sit and wait and be all patient. But it turned out like, no, you just was waiting, ma'am. That was class for me. Speaking of class, that was a long ass class. And I would say a harsh one, but it wasn't harsh. I just learned unconditional love. Honestly, that's all I've learned within that energy. But I wouldn't say it's not a sad situation. It used to irritate me, even though most recently I was talking about it. That's the first love aspect of energy, where I learned that lesson at, honestly, through a connection form. That's intriguing. My last video I did, as into, what did I title that? Your blessings are ready. Are you ready? Because if you ain't learned these type of lessons, like you don't know how to communicate with your spouse, or just don't know how to communicate with people, you won't be able to move forward. If that makes sense. You can't carry no harsh feelings. All those things, you can't move forward within that energy. That's why we're reevaluating your circle. Even if it's like having to go to the past. It's really important to heal things, definitely if you can. It's almost that shoulda, coulda, woulda behavior. This is a big old little, I think it's an ant. I don't know what this is. It's a cute little color, but as long as they play nicely with me, they can do what they do. It's just don't bite me or nothing and don't crawl into my stuff. But you can give me some energy and things like that. But I am like in their territory. I can't be out here just like don't crawl on me and shit like that. But it's just like, yo, you see me, you see my stuff. That's what it is. But it is actually really cute. I don't know what the hell it is, but it is cute. The color of it is cute. But let me get distracted. Just had to give it FYI out to whatever that was. So we have see even that shit. Communicate with the goddamn little bugs. I see you, you see me. Don't touch my stuff. Don't bite me. We're good to go. Do what you do. This is your goddamn territory. But Mikasa Sukasa. Mikasa Sukasa. I give myself chuckles, Jesus, but I'm serious. I'm very, very serious, honestly. That I am. I really got distracted. Jesus Christ. There we go. You won't be able to move forward. You have to keep repeating the same lesson over and you have to keep repeating this lesson until you've learned. You're healed. Pretty much it's healed. You have to heal before you move forward. That's as simple as that. Even though it don't seem simple as that, because a lot of people don't want to heal. Because sometimes you have to go back and tell people sorry. Definitely if you know better, or you repeat that lesson and somebody's gonna do that to you, and you're gonna want them to tell you sorry and things like that. It's like It's just, yeah, yeah. Communication is important. Going with cause and effect. What the cause and effect about is I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out in a minute. But the mind was on right effort, and it's gonna be headed to right speech and the right views of time. These are all green. All the ones I seen was all green. The one that came out, right effort is green. This is growth, and then right view is green. That's a lot of growth. Remind me of the trees. Everything in harmony and then lovely, lovely. It makes me happy. Now let's see what the message is really quick. What is the message, Spirit? Even though I feel like you gave me a whole acts with sincerity. That's the first card to come out. Acts with sincerity. And they go with cause and effect in your values. You want something. That energy. It's intriguing. Actually, a bus. This is another bus experience. Jesus. I met somebody on the bus, and he had a book, and I was like, "Oh my God, what you reading?" And it was actually Daily Laws, which our laws today is the law of cause and effect and the law of correspondence. But I was like, let me take a picture of it, a screenshot. We'll take a picture of it. I wanted to screenshot and it on the picture form just so I could be able to look it up later because I actually want to read it myself. But it wound up playing out as always, but trying to get to the moral of the story. We were talking, and I don't know if it's because I had the hat on that said Jesus or that he just was a person who always like speaking about Jesus and religion. But we were talking, and then somebody overheard what we were talking about, and she came back there and she started talking. She was another person who was speaking like religion style. I don't really speak religion style, honestly. I'm more of a universe, numerology, numbers, angel numbers. Um, I just translate energy. But they probably like, you got but Jesus hat on. Because I believe in a sacrifice. I am a sacrifice. So I represent in that form of a way. Um, trying to think of to get to the more of the fast forward. Because there was so much we talked about, like even like I was just talking about the last aspects. Be sure what you're asking. Okay, she was telling me about the book. She said you can have anything in there you want, just ask for it. And I said, that's imposter type of behavior. Like you can't have everything in there. It ain't for you. That's why ask with sincerity is important. The way that it comes through, you might realize then, like, oh, this ain't what I want. It's not what I thought. It wasn't for you. Just because this tree is so beautiful don't mean it's for you. That one over there might be, or maybe the one that didn't form leaves on this tree, the tree that didn't form leaves on it might be yours. You ain't in harvest time right now. You don't get to, but I was just like, you're greedy. I'm a person who actually had to learn that type of lesson. Always a person who was really, I'm always been intuitive, always knew things naturally, always spiritually tapped in. As I got older, and I don't know if that's even a relevant aspect or not to even say to get older, but when I personally started seeking guidance, I began to have outbursts like the ones who you say do drugs, and they begin to talk into the air. That's part of my purpose, is to be connected in that form. And that's what seeking did. Ask with sincerity. Make sure you really want to learn these lessons that come with what you're asking for. And it's go with your values for sure. And it's a cause and effect, just like before I said for myself. I'm having deja vu at the moment, but seriously. Because that falls into the mental health category. It comes off really bad. Even though I would say, oh, everybody do it, honestly. I was about to say the religions definitely do. I always call it prayer time or meditative form. Buddha do it, always sitting still, receiving. But I mean, literally want to project. They just be talking and talking and talking like somebody is there. But we know about eternal life, we know about reincarnation, we know about spirituality and souls, but we don't think we're supposed to interact with them, even though we do. That becomes the intriguing part. And it's actual sincerity is that same energy. Whatever you are asking for, make sure it's really what you want. Because it literally could be a waste of time when you're going to do a U-turn. Because just like she said, it will give it to you, ask for it. Okay, that's what you want, here you go. Even though they say he won't give you more than you can bear, some people do U-turns. You want us to go through this lesson? Okay. There ain't nothing wrong with learning. That makes me feel like my personal situation that I experienced when I became a believer. I wanted to be around my mom. That's the intriguing part. I grew up in a church, a Christian church. As I always say, I never knew why I went to church. I just went. I don't know my battery percentage is. I'm on 24%. I say my battery wasn't charged all the way today, but anyhow. I went to a Christian church, but I never knew why I was going to church. My mom, we never had like Bible study or learned about why we were going to church. We just show up because my mom was taught we go to church, or she just wanted to go to church, but she didn't enforce in us what we were learning. You know, I need a minute. My mind is drifting. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm getting at. Energy just caught me off guard a little bit. Actually, sincerity. I was talking about something that came to me. Going to church. I was going to church. I can't remember what the heck I was just talking about. Awkward moment, but whatever you're asking for, make sure you really want to go to these lessons. It's giving you more than you can bear. It wouldn't give you more than you can bear. Maybe you can bear time. That's another time aspect. You got nothing but time. Go ahead and go. But that's what I was getting at, the wisdom part. My mom got upset with me because when I personally began to pray, my first prayer that I did on my own as an adult was to Allah. I never heard this aspect in my life before, ever. As I told you, I grew up in a Christian church. They always speak of Jesus and God. Grown individual, me personally, began to pray on my own. It was to Allah. And I personally felt better within myself. I can go and skip down the block, get to singing to myself. But my situation stayed the same. It was the intriguingness aspect. And I felt like I got discouraged. Because one, it's just like, I thought you're supposed to remove me from these people. I thought I was supposed to have a new house, new car, things was all taken care of. I thought, just la la la, I prayed, let's get it, but I prayed, let's get it. Rookie energy, I get it, get in class and you just like, oh, alrighty, but you get in class and you just, oh. And that's the aspect of energy of watching other people's foundations and structures. Because during that time I was watching like Joyce and like TD Jakes, even though wherever I started watching them at, they probably built a stronger relationship with the source, because they've been doing it longer. So it seemed like theirs just come in so quickly. Just like how I say something or I go through a lesson, it comes right back so quickly. Like they call it like the power of the tongue. It comes through quickly. So maybe they got that part down packed, and the law of attraction and things like that. That goes again with time and again. You don't know what part of the maze they in. Or they might be going through the lesson of it's given to them just to see how they gonna handle it. Or if they even want it. Because a lot of people who seem like they got it all together are miserable mentally within themselves. And that drives me crazy. It's almost an aspect of money can't buy you happiness. That's the intriguing part. I feel like I have lived that. Had all the money resources I needed, and I still was not content within myself because I know I'm meant to build in a different form. I want friends. I want family. I want support, but I don't want to have to buy those aspects. I'm not buying my friends. I'm not doing it. I'm not being a kiss ass or a pushover for other people. I'm not doing it. But once my mom found out that I was praying to Allah, she was like, "Oh no, that's for certain people. Those are Muslims." And I was like, "So I can't learn just because that's for a certain type of person?" I was appalled. That day I levitated to my mom and I popped her. And she been upset ever since. Like I wasn't supposed to discipline her, even though she disciplined me all my life, and I had to forgive her because she had my best interests. Like I ain't allowed to have wisdom. That's only for certain people. You got me fucked up today. Popping your ass like a TV that's staticky. And I did. Even though for the longest that's the one I felt guilty about. Like, oh my God, you supposed to love and respect your parents. I was. That's why I popped her ass. Like, I love you. You are going staticky. You tripping. Pop your ass. Cause if I'm a TV for him, I know I'm a TV for him. She gotta be one of them older ones that go like staticky. Like she pop in and go back clear. But maybe she ain't the fucking TV, honestly. She might be just, I don't know. It didn't go back clear. But however this go, this is acts with sincerity for sure. And this is a serious aspect. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget is something you might need to do too. For a situation that happened like with me, with my mom. I disciplined her and she didn't like it. She needed to forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. See, I had her best interests. I really did. I love my mom. I don't talk to her no more. So I get tired of getting my feelings hurt by trying to reach out, and she just be trying to change me. Other than letting me be me. You do you. Let me do me. You know. Even though within that energy, it's nothing but a learning aspect. I'm so respectful. It's just I don't feel like I need to hold back. And when it comes to my mom, honestly, she holds a lot of guilt of things that happened when we were younger. But it's like I'm an adult and I go through these same lessons. I learn. You learn within the moment. I can't hold you to what happened in the past. I feel like she did the best she could, honestly, but sometimes that's not enough for a person. They don't get that. They just choose to stay in guilt and not wanting to heal by talking about things that need to be talked about. Seek hidden treasure that need to be talked about. Seek hidden treasure and make necessary sacrifice. Make necessary sacrifice. Seek hidden treasures. It's intriguing. It can go right back to this energy. You're about to learn a new lesson. Something gonna come in a different angle for you. That's to make necessary sacrifice. And correct your mistakes is at the bottom. Ooh, my leg is driving me crazy. I've been sitting this way for a little minute. I'm almost done though, but correct your mistakes is at the bottom. At the bottom of the deck. Followed by be open to love. Yeah, you probably got a closed mind. You're about to learn a new perspective. Going up, elevator about to go up. Cause yeah, that's the intriguing part. I think that's why I got so triggered since I've been doing this translation. Is the way perspectives keep coming out. It's like once you evolve, I want to say that word perspective is irrelevant, but it is important. It's the freedom part, but it's just like you will start seeing the no separation aspect, if that makes sense. Correct your mistakes, be open to love, address your addictions. I didn't even see that one ducked over there. And shine your light. addictions about? Address your addictions. Got some addictions going on? I'm the realest in it. You already know I got rapper. I play too much, Jesus. Hi, Chirper. Let me see you over there. How lovely. You want to get on camera? Yeah, maybe. Sure. You look lovely. uh, but what was I saying? That's gang gang. They protect me. I used to soak in the bath with their feathers. Used to do rituals. Like we're sure we always connected. Address your addictions. As I was saying, I'm the realest in it. You already know you got rapper. I got rapper of the year 4 times in a row. Like back to back. Even how I've been doing the translation, I'm like, that just happened, and that happened. Like it just all started lining up. That's the intriguing part. But I won't say I was just joking or I played too much, but I'm serious. But love yourself. I say I'm trying to be modest. I can't even say humble. That word humble is a triggering one for me. And modest might be too. Because those energies always want me to suppress myself. Like, just bring it on down a little bit. Even how I was talking about my hair aspect, just bring it down a little bit. And it's just like, I have. I love myself. I'm really confident within my goddamn self. You best to believe it. But I do like to feel nice. I do. If I can up it up, I'm going to up it up. It's just, some people don't expect that. They don't like that. But you're too confident. You're too confident. That's an intriguing aspect that could even be a problem. As I'm not arrogant, even though I should be. That's the intriguing part. That's the part that's intriguing. I should be. I think that probably would surprise them, honestly. But if I was, then I'd be an asshole. Or just like, you think you better than us. No, you want me to be better than you. That'd be the weird part. That'd be the extra weird part. Then they'd be all highly pissed. But love yourself came out first. Address your addictions. I love myself. Love your soul, not your... I said, love your soul, not your role. It says, live your soul, not your role. Like, the answer ain't coming through. Let me try one more time. Use my other deck really quick. Address your addictions. Or maybe that's it. You trying to escape an enter, ma'am? I said I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know. I got rapper of the year 4 times in a row. What they give you? A lifetime of yes, yes. Whatever you need. Coming to America style. Justice. They gave me some justice, baby. They gave me some justice. And destiny is in reverse. You might not see it that way. That's funny, but it's just your destiny. And it's Virgo. It's Virgo. Virgo is your justice. How funny. That's so funny. That's ridiculously beautiful. Seek hidden treasure. You're going to realize as if you haven't. Because your destiny in reverse is up under the seek hidden treasure. It's like when you go seeking it, you're going to find your destiny. And then you might not even realize it's your destiny because it's in reverse. Extra intriguing. That's funny, but it's justice. It's a justice form. You're going to run right into your person. The compass is in the head. That's funny, awesome. And it's Virgo. Freaking Virgo. One more card. That made me so happy. Vows. Oh, Jesus. Are you going to be committing to something or signing some contracts? It's upright with justice. Vows and justice go together. In destiny too, but destiny is in reverse. It's feel like first come this, then vows, and then you'll see the justice. Then signals, yeah. This is literally like a map. It's feel like literally a map. And it's in the head. It's the justice part. This feel like something romantic, like a Valentine's aspect. The only way I ever seen it done is when your partner, they put like rose petals like placed all over the place, and you just be walking and you keep finding them. It's signals that's gonna lead you to your person. And intriguingly, it's in reverse. You might not think it's your person, or you might not expect whatever you find to be that. It's in reverse, but it's your destiny. That's the funny part. Have some gratitude. It's coming together. It's coming together for sure. It's coming together. And confidence. Go through the fire and confidence. Go through the fire and confidence. Definitely going to ask for sincerity. Is this really what you want? Because whatever it is, you got to go through the fire. It comes with confidence though, but that's fire. You're going through fire. Mm. This also could be coming out of fire. That's the intriguing part. I feel like people are watching you come out of a lesson, if that makes sense. And you might not know it. You're headed towards your destiny. Have confidence to keep going. You see them observers, this could be like your ancestors watching you in a difficult situation, knowing you about to come out and run right into this. And this is up right now. It's your destiny. This is coming together. This is beautiful.
We go down here. I'm trying to go from right here, man.
That's really beautiful. This is having to stay true and trust your guidance. Honestly. That's funny. That was so beautiful. Signals. They remind me of like rose petals on the ground. You just keep going and going and going and going and going. And you stumble right into it. It comes together. That's gorgeous. That's lovely energy. Jesus, that made me happy. I kind of want to keep looking in. Nosy, I know. Creation. Creating something. And power. When I get like this sometimes, I always feel like the kid who it's Christmas time and the parents go buy all the gifts. And I know that they bought the gifts and they told me that it was Santa and it was them, which that energy drives me crazy. It's just like you don't want the credit, but I don't know. But anywho, I know my parents bought the gifts and they told me it was Santa. And I'm about to go look through all the gifts. But I don't know if I should say parents, maybe my spouse or something. I know they bought me some stuff and I'm going to look. They remind me of Enemy of the State when he bought his wife that lingerie and she went looking for it and she put it on. That's what I feel like. I'm still looking through, getting answers. What else is in here? I give myself chuggos. Protection and motivation and sisterhood. I really think that's it for now. And I only say that just because I was like, one more card. And this excited me so much. What else is going on? That's funny. This is beautiful energy today. Honestly. I kind of want to flip the Gaia. 3 of fire. Necessary sacrifice. Pay attention to details. I knew it. You're missing something. You're not paying attention. Could be distracted. And it's the 3 of fire. It could be the way it's coming through. That's why it's different teachers for different people. Just how I said about the lady when it's like, you didn't mind coming and talking to me about this situation, but you didn't talk to your partner about it. it's who you're more comfortable with, but within the injuries, like literally talk to your partner. But when somebody being like aggressive or something, you might be missing it. This is three of fire. It's heat. It could be intense energy where you're missing it. Mm. Action, concentration, increase skill, devote time to regular practice, pay your dues. A process can become as natural as breathing. The mistakes become fewer. You're learning something at a crossway. Who else? Who is this? Five of air. Reality, separation, self-sabotage, criticism, conditioning, and healing. Hey, this is it too. It's a lot of clarity. A conflict between reality and belief. That's that perspective of the energy. A conflict between reality and belief. And that goes back to your personal values or your community values. It's a reality or your belief. Your belief is your spiritual guidance. It's you. It's a single journey aspect. In your community, hopefully they resonate with it, but sometimes they don't. They got their own beliefs and structures and things like that. It's a five of air and it's halfway, which is today. It's today. Today is halfway. It's you halfway. So your actual self, your values, your self is right. That's the intriguing part. But if you think about it in the overall aspect, like that's intriguing energy. Cause everybody like, I am right. You just said myself was right. But you talk about in the community aspect. Like if everybody now on the same page, that means that drive me crazy over energy. Is there anything on the next page highlighted? No, it's not. And thought, attraction. Thought create reality. Don't rush your thinking. Be certain. Thought is energy. That can go with that act with sincerity. Be mindful of the universal laws. It means if one questions one's existence, the very act of doubting and then questioning is proof that one does indeed exist. So they go right back to the five of air, a conflict between reality and belief. It means if one questions one's existence, the very act of doubting and then questioning is proof that one does indeed exist. What if you were something else dreaming of being human? Thought like emotion will determine the direction of your life. Your thought, the way you think, shape and create the world around you. Results of senses being stimulated by and reacting to the environment in which it dwells. Law of placement. That's the energy I'm dealing with at the moment. I feel like I've been through this lesson so many times, but when you involve lyrically and you do begin to learn yourself and you see why you're doing certain things, it do go with cause and effect. And the law of placement is so important in who you are around. Mm. For me, honestly, it's the energy I wanted to talk about. I was only going to speak about it, but with even me seeing it, I feel like I need to. The way I'm evolving right now, being around negative energy is no good. Like people who's sad and depressed or just, I don't know if it's even mentally unstable. Because the way that I looked at it yesterday, Something I just got word to yesterday. I thought about it. Most time you think of a shell tree, people going through things, honestly. And it feels like a winter time behavior. Not feeling motivated, feeling discouraged, sad, just it's an intriguing type of energy, honestly. And that's a new awareness to me that I just feel like a light bulb went off in my head as I was reading it yesterday. But it helped me, my behavior personally. Some people will say it's good, but for me, it's bad. But it helps me understand different energy when people be like, I normally hear guys, but anybody can do it, where it's like, they'd rather stay at work longer than to come home because they don't like the people they're around. It's one of those type of energies I feel like I keep finding myself in, and it's so intriguing. But it's like, it's not that I don't like them, it's just, one, I have a hard time in just sitting in places for no reason. Like that drives me crazy. But literally, I can feel their energy and it's drainful. That unconditional love will start coming through in a way where it's like, I'm not getting distracted in that form right now. Or I'm just going to get to popping off on people. Even though I feel like I got that together, I feel like that's what they want me to do. Turn up really quick. It's just like, none of them is worth it, honestly. None of them is worth me stepping outside of myself, honestly. I feel like I've done that already and I got a whole domestic violence charge. Even though I feel like that was self-defense, but like literally, like, it's just like when the gentle teacher turns up, it's just like, oh shit, hold on now. You weren't supposed to turn up. You a gentle teacher. It's like, it make me think of that behavior, and it's like, just ask for forgiveness and you will automatically be forgiven. Like, okay, it only could be so many times of this shit before they start thinking you a pushover. All I gotta do is just say sorry and I'll be automatically forgiven. You have to forgive. Like, oh shit, you got me fucked up. I'm gonna give you some real discipline, and then we probably really can move forward, because then you'll realize, like, oh, okay, but and there it goes. A moment has already passed. This is something that's repeating that already has passed. Something that's, I read that again. A result of our senses being stimulated by and reacting to the environment in which we dwell. Moment has already passed. It's something that has already happened. Coming back, how you gonna deal with it and handle it. That said that you can't move forward with the same type of behavior. It's a lot of clarity. But I'm happy about this energy, because I feel like I'm in this energy. And I'm happy that Virgo came out and confirmed for me within the Oracle of the Universe that is justice. Your first responder is justice. Just be yourself, trust in yourself. And that's where it gets intriguing, because, like, do you trust my spouse? Your spouse should be you. If that makes sense. Your family should be you. The people you work with, they do get a little tricky there, because that's one I had to just recently learn. Some people just be there for the check. Your employer might just be there just to have you there to do the job, and I don't care about your well-being and things like that outside of here, or employees, I don't know. But that's been the energy, which is great energy, honestly. It's been a lot. This is a lot today, honestly. It's all beautiful. It's just, this act of sincerity is catching my attention again. And it is with the justice form. Yeah, it's a lot to say today. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm not rushing spirit. I'll never rush spirit. It's just something else wanting to be said. It's a fear. It's a Fear. You're afraid of what you're asking for. You're afraid of what you're asking for. Intriguing. You are afraid of what you're asking for. This made me go right back to what I told that lady. I told her ass. She greedy. You just, I can ask for whatever I want. You supposed to just give it to me, long as I ask. Everything ain't for you. Just like when you see somebody else structure, you be like, oh, I'm so happy I'm not in that situation or that structure. Or sometimes you wish you was in that structure, and then you get into that type of structure, and you realize like, oh, this is not even what I thought it was. It's not even what I thought it was. It's better on the other side where you was probably at before. It was all better. It's a fear though. Fear came out. It's a fear. Whether that's going right back to what I was talking about when you got to go through the fire, or maybe you coming out the fire. But it's a fear. What you're asking for is a fear. You're afraid of it. Oh, intriguing. But it's healing. Healing what happened within that. Is there any more messages, Spirit? Jesus. I keep feel like I'm wrapping it up in this. You ever be talking to somebody? You're like, okay, all right, bye. And y'all start talking again. I feel like I'm in that type of energy. Like, oh my God. I'm not rushing. I got nothing else to do. I didn't even know if I was going to pull a card. I was like, I walked past this area. I said, oh, I'm recording on the steps today. That'd be lovely. I recorded. I was going to go out by the water. I'm actually is by the water. I'm downtown by the riverfront. But I planned on going to like a creek aspect, like one of the trails, and going to sit up by the water. I might still do that today, honestly. That's what I planned on doing. And I still got time, so I still can do that, honestly. Look at me, knocking it all out. You do all that you want, ma'am. See, that's funny. I really am going to wrap it up with this. I'm going to put my period at the end for this energy translation today, after I say what I'm about to say. But that goes right back to the sacrifice of the energy that actually told me the whole sacrifice was for not to lack. What are you lacking for if there was a sacrifice made? You know, that's an intriguing aspect. It's like, it's almost a slap into the ancestors when you're not going after everything that you want. Even though it's like a contradiction from other one, because she's the one who kind of misconstrued that aspect. But, you know, I ain't going to knock it, just like how I talked about my mom. And I said, wisdom is for everybody. You just want to go to the lesson, go to the lesson. You know, but ask for sincerity. Make sure it's really what you want. Understand you don't always get things the way that you expect. Okay? It don't always come through the way you expect. You might not like that part. Because it might not be where you was at, who you thought it'd be with, the pay rate you thought it'd be. But it's what you asked for. That's the intriguing part. Oh my Jesus. My other translator said the same type of exact thing in a different form of a way. She was mentioning her dog, but she said everything that she was asking for in a guy, she got it in her dog. That's the intriguing part. She was seeking a companion, and Spirit brought it to her in a dog. That was the intriguing part. I'm not saying that she can't have more, but this is out of her mouth, and me saying what I'm saying has made me think about her. As to, geez, that's funny. You were seeking a companion, and it turned out to be your dog. But she was thinking it was going to be like a guy, you know? Even though, that's funny. It is that's it too. That's funny. That's it. It's a guy. It's a guy dog. It's a boy. His name's Sphinx. That's funny. Don't always come the way that you expect. So, that's been the period. Till next time.